You're right there. I'm Johnny, nice to meet you. Nick, do you like to take a seat? Yeah. What can I do for you today, Nick?
Can I have burst fade?
A burst fade? How short do you normally like to take the fade down to?
Not really sure. Whatever you think.
Yeah. So, Abby was telling me you do IMS rugby, is it?
Yeah, IMS, yeah.
I hear it bandied about quite a bit, so like people do say they play it, but I've never been entirely sure quite what IMS rugby is compared to Unruck as the actual sort of club and stuff.
So IMS, it stands for intramural sport, and instead of Bucks where you go and play other universities, it's more of playing against other societies, other subjects, like within the university.
Okay, so it's all within the university then, is it?
Yeah, it's all within the university. So you might play for a society, or you might play for your subject, or a team like that. You might just be a group of mates from halls who sets a team up.
So it's quite loose with how teams can be set up and things. And
I think it's more of having a league in place for people to play, rather than you have to be part of something to play. So it's really easy to like make your own team or join a team, and I mean it's just a great way to play sport at uni.
But it's quite a relaxed one to get involved with and stuff.
Yeah. Some of the IMS sports, it's free to play.
Okay.
And some of them you only require a £10-15 membership to your society.
Did you play rugby before you came to university then?
Yeah, so I played back home since I was 4 for Durham City, so my local club back there. Got to Nottingham, tried out for the Unruck, so the men's rugby union club. Got into the fives, kind of went to a couple of sessions and just realised it's not what I really wanted to do.
Okay.
I think it was quite a lot of time commitment, effort commitment. I kind of just wanted, obviously when you first come to uni, to go out, meet mates, stuff like that.
Did you feel a little bit sort of, I don't know, were you a bit downhearted after you didn't feel like you fit in at Unruck? Or?
I think it wasn't downhearted. I've always played for the same club back home. I think for me it was, I'd had the problem of having to go to a new club, meet new people, different, not really know anyone.
Yeah.
So I think it was kind of, we'll just see what happens.
Yes, but it's incredibly intense to do something like Unruck, isn't it? So I guess if you can carry on doing something you love in a much more relaxed way, it can only be a good thing, can't it?
Yeah, exactly. And I've now gone last season and a bit of this season, played for a local rugby club at Nottingham Moderns as well. So I've been able to kind of still play at a good level, but just kind of allows me to manage my time a bit more, and I don't always need to be training 24/7. So it's just like when I want to play, I know there are like the options there.
Yeah. Was that a good experience being a team captain?
Yeah, it's something I'd never really had much experience of before.
Okay.
But to have that like opportunity, I really enjoyed it. We ended up winning the league for the first time, which was brilliant. Led to some absolutely brilliant experiences.
The history books though.
Exactly. But that was really good fun. And obviously this year I passed it on to another lad who obviously came into the club last year.
Yeah.
Who's doing a great job, and I've taken over the role of IMS exec this season.
What does that entail?
So that is kind of the link between all the rugby clubs and the whole IMS system. But no, it's been really nice. I think coming from someone who's kind of moved quite far away from home to uni, and like now feel so at home, like down here playing IMS rugby, playing like with my mates, against my mates, kind of got mates who play for other teams, stuff like that. And that's just really, really enjoy it.
So would you say it sort of helped you feel like you belong here through playing the rugby and stuff with the IMS teams?
Absolutely. Like some of my best mates are my teammates. I currently live with one of the boys I've played rugby with, who was my social second first year, kind of. So yeah.
So would you say you've got any sort of major highlights from the past couple of years then playing?
Winning the league is obviously the major one, especially like when I was captain like that. That's a complete privilege to do it. I mean, it was kind of, we said at the start of the season, but it was one of the best squads I think we've ever had. Kind of, we went like, this is the target. we want to do it. And we did it. It was really good. The celebrations were brilliant. Like, it was kind of, we had the finals day, and it was so nice because we must have had a couple of hundred people come down to watch, which is always like, with IMS, kind of, it's never the priority for lots, but it was so nice to kind of come down. It's like,
had that swell of support. I think if I had gone to university, I think an IMS route could have been a really good way of getting me into rugby, to be fair. Like you say, with not having to need any previous experience or anything like that, it sounds like a great way of...
Yeah, I think because it is at uni, kind of people feel it's more accessible. So I've spoken to like some mates and some lads who've joined the club who are like, kind of, if I didn't do this, I wouldn't really play any sport.
So with the IMS teams, you still get involved with the wider sort of charity and things like that as well?
Yeah, I think it's really important. So I think all the IMS teams do it, all do Movember. It's a great cause. Lots of clubs raise a lot of money for it. So I know CivSoc last year, I think, must have raised almost $2,000. Kind of Nefs this year did really well. We've always kind of hit around 800 quid. I think last year we were in the thousands as well.
There's some really good numbers for fundraising. That's brilliant.
But like the Poppy Appeal, we all had like Poppy stickers you put on all the match shirts.
Oh, nice.
So there's some all do the minute silence, and like anything like that, the boys are asked to get involved in. Kind of everyone's happy to do it. Like they're all for good causes. I know some of the boys have done their own individual kind of fundraising for different charities. Lots of them like ran the Nottingham half, for like their own charities, and a couple of us did a Movember half marathon. I've raised like some money for Loose Heads over the time, which is a rugby mental health charity.
I was going to say, I don't think I've heard of that one.
But yeah, that's kind of like mental health in rugby and kind of like tackling the stigma.
Okay.
So we've done that, so we raised money for Loose Heads and Minds, and we like cycled across the UK in a day. So from Whitehaven to Sunderland.
Good work.